Ain't nothing loving but doing YouTube video. Where's that little punk little me at? He was gonna spike me in a debate where clearly he ends up looking like a pedo protector. Wipe the pussy and wow. He knows it. Keep running, keep hiding, little me. You don't want that version of you out on the streets, do you? Everybody and their mother knowing you're a pedo protector. Hey, bye. Things are looking good, eh? I got someone popped in here. Did you see your master and commander? He dropped those tariffs again, eh? What a swell, swell guy. That's all good. He just wants us to hate each other. They all do, you know what I mean? Get us fighting the Canadians versus the Americans, just like the vax versus the unvaxxed, and this victim group and that victim group, and it's all big North American spot of. Anyways, yeah, my premiere, he was going to turn your lights off, and they were talking about doing all sorts of dirty stuff. Doing stupid stuff too, like stupid stuff that doesn't make sense. Like, fuck, like, who's leading the way in Canada? Doug Ford is a fucking moron. I might be wrong. I might be the moron in this situation, but what old Dougie did is have all the American booze taken out of the liquor stores. You know, the stuff that's already been purchased and repackage it up and lay that on the taxpayers. You know what I mean? That's Don't sell the shit that you've already fucking paid for in it. Don't just have it sit there, you fucking idiots. You know what I mean? Get rid of it. You already paid for it. Like, but just don't accept anymore. You know what I mean? That would have been a decent call, but no. We're fucking morons over here. We're just, God. We're on the terrace, right? So I'm watching this video earlier today. This is before the tariffs got fucking bounced again. Or at least I'm thinking. Maybe I got hit by some clickbait or something, but I read that in the thing. Shit, his tariffs or anyways. So I'm watching. They got Senator Kennedy. They're talking to him, and they're not even taking his bullshit. They're like, well, if Canada only has like 1%, and we all know that, well, fentanyl's coming in through America too. You know what I mean? And if the data shows that we're a bigger problem than them, how is the tariffs about the fentanyl? It was a great little workaround circle that Kennedy went in, but I was good to see some good journalism, you know what I mean? And it was Newsweek. It's the ones that's on their side. It's just like, hey, bud, she's your trade deal. He couldn't go with all the other shit that he was saying, like we were costing you guys a bunch of money, because then he'd have to fucking prove it, right? I don't know. I don't think you guys know how good we are for your economy, but I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I know that when I've traveled, it's usually to the United States, and well, I did spend money every time I went. But yeah, well, yeah, if Canada wasn't paying as part of the UN, then hey, that's on our leaders. But I don't know. Do you guys realize that Canadians are humans too? Like they have lives and children and all the stuff that Americans do, and that your president's just playing around with. 'cause he feels like being a big boy, you know what I mean? It's all sorts of gross. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's to expose our leaders. I don't fucking know what it is, but it seems like pure stupidity. And when you say stupid things like, "You take over Greenland," because it's in your best interest for your defense. And in the same next sentence say, "Yeah, lots of minerals and stuff there too." It's all sorts of weird, but then the Gaza thing, that's gotta get you to think to yourself, "Hey, if I allow myself to not stand up against something I don't believe in, like, do you guys think Gaza should be part of America? Do you think that's the way God wants it?" I hate to break it to you. You follow a loser, you end up going the loser's way. That's what I think. What do you guys think? You all humans, they love to be a part of a special little group. Look at it. Look at Creek Squad. That's a special little group. We all got our own little groups, and we'll do everything to be a part of it, and we'll be solid and loyal. When you're breaking one of God's rules, you're supposed to follow the truth. You know what I mean? Do you guys think that he looks at someone who's supposedly good and does something evil to evil that God's proud? I don't know. If the evil wasn't being evil and the good was being evil, I'd have to side with well, the evil that was good in that particular instance, you know what I mean? But we don't see that. We think we're supposed to be loyal to men. We think we're supposed to be loyal to blood. When in fact, the ones closest to you, you might find out if they're willing to do that shit to other people. I know it's a big old saying, but find out they'll do it to you. In fact, I don't know. It's kind of a weird world we live in. Or we feel the need to control others, make us feel a certain sort of way, when in fact those who need others' power are such fucking insecure little bitches. It's a problem with them. They don't want to face. What if we had to face our problems or know that we was coming to an ending? Would we face our problems then? As humans, would we actually stand up and give a fuck? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't had much luck. You know what I mean? I only think I work for God, and all I've ever did out on these streets is ask for help or offer help, and nobody wanted either. In fact, a lot of bad stories out on the YouTube streets about me. It's kind of weird. But hey, put those videos out there for a reason. I want people to see, look what happens when you just take one side of the story and you just don't fucking listen or pay attention. Sometimes when you get wrapped up on the wrong side of things, there's a punishment to be paid. I don't know. I think God's pretty fair. But I do think you have to be living in some sort of truth to be with him. You know what I mean? You got to be asking questions because the truth ain't easy to find. He's a fucking mess out there. But if we ever came together wanting to know the truth, that's when shit could happen. But you have to get crazy for that. Nobody really wants God. Everybody wants to feel safe. Think that Jesus died for their sins. Thank you, Jesus. We love you, Jesus. Thank you. So I can run around and be a human third burglar if I want. I'll tell you, I don't like thinking people are full of shit, but I think everybody's full of shit. Like I watched this. What was his name? Paganini. Paganini. He's one of those freaking zap the fucking darkness out of you. Anyways, he had some fucking wicked stories, man. Thrown back 10 feet, all sorts of crazy stuff. It would have been great if you would have videos of this stuff to prove it, but I guess we don't bring the cameras for that stuff. But anyways, it's to imagine faking it to make it off of Jesus. That'd be an awful way to fucking go meet God. Hey, you didn't really think you knew me, did you? Look how many people you fooled. And well, when you fool and trick people, they can't actually find their way to Jesus. So look what your buffoonery did. They're gonna haunt you in hell for all of eternity because they're gonna know you're the motherfucker who brought them there. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know this stuff. Hey, he's the one person in here. We were up to five, it said, but people don't want to talk. I want to talk about what the people want to talk about, just not stupidity. You know what I mean? Like, what is the truth? What is it I say that's so untrue? Like this person in here, do you think Ashley Biden's diary is real? Do you think that's real? And if it is real, do you think he should have been president? Or do you think that should have been dealt with? What's your take? I'm tired of repeating myself, but what's your take on Tara Reid? Huh? It's no Jennifer Flowers situation, is it? Or a Lewinsky. Apparently, Tara was not a willing participant. You know what I mean? But hey, Clinton and his cigars, I tell you. But remember, these politicians, they're so honest. You gotta remember, like, I will never forget Bill Clinton. I did not have sexual relations with that one. Can you imagine in front of your whole fucking country and you have the audacity to fucking lie? Because you don't think there's any proof until one of your little fucking Jimmies come back to haunt you. You left the mess where you shouldn't have left the mess, eh, Billy? It doesn't matter. The American people didn't fucking care anyways. A lie's just a lie. You know what I mean? Your master and commander should just be able to fucking whip him out there whenever he wants. A little mass destruction here, a little fucking Zelensky there, little magic dust. Then you got the three fucking fairies over there too at the WEF. Fucking George Soros making you perceive all sorts of stupidity, sending it through your fucking elite school systems for it to filter out to the fucking world. George Soros's perceptions. Like, you want deep state. Where the fuck is Donald Trump on this fucking clown? Like, this guy should have been arrested already. But then again, look at your unintelligency agencies, eh? But then there's Bill Gates. Just writing you guys out a script. Well, fellas, this is what we do in case of a pandemic. Cha, cha, cha. Uh, Not only that, when you got fucking the Fauci master, Mr. Pardon Boy comes out before a fucking pandemic and says, "Hey, Donald Trump's gonna deal with pandemic," and it happens. These questions got to come through your mind, like, "Hey, humanity does what humans do. Look at monkeys. We are too far from them." Well, we should be far more evolved than we are, Jay Potter. Stop making excuses for humanity. It's not that hard to want the truth, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be that difficult. You know what I mean? It should not be this difficult, but yet it is. Don't make excuses. God only asked for us to be in the truth in his son, right? Fuck. It's that simple, dude. They make it so complicated for you so you never fucking know. You know why? Because they got you looking for foot wash in Jesus. Because he'll make you feel good, bud. He'll wash your feet, fucking kiss your feet, tell you all the sweet nothings you ever wanted to hear. But I don't think that's the way she is. You know what I mean? When you step inside of Jesus, you got fucking battle ahead of you. You're gonna have to fight for your right to operate your own fucking brain. Because all the zombies out in the world want to fucking eat it. They want you to turn into them, and it's a rough go, Jay Potter. It really is. Well, yeah, you're kind of right, Jay Potter. You're right. Humanity does what it does. It just wants to feel comfortable. It wants to feel loved. It just doesn't want to be responsible for any of its own shit. Not fucking one iota. Humanity does not want to face its own problems because then I'd have to take a look at it and see what it actually is. And she's ugly. But, hey, Potter, if we all decided that the truth was something worth investing in, we could turn this ship around. I do believe that. You know what I mean? But hey, what is the truth? And are we willing to follow it? Is Donald Trump a godly man? Let me ask you that question. Hey, is Donald Trump a godly man? Now you got to ask yourself, could he give you any Bible verses? Well, my friend, no, he couldn't. Could he differentiate the Old Testament from the New Testament for you? Well, no, he couldn't. And Mr. America, he got his Bibles produced in China. Oh, Captain Midnight, go take your USAs and shove 'em up your ass, bud. I'm in it for humanity, not Canada, not the USA, not for Russia, and certainly not for China. I. Hey, can I ask you guys something? This is a serious question, Captain Midnight. Hey, do you think we should deal with countries that are communist? Countries that do not allow the best for their citizens. Do you think we should be dealing with those countries? I don't know. I don't think we should. In the name of democracy, you know what I mean? What? Could Trump even call Xi a dictator? Could he say, Xi, we cannot do business until you start treating your people properly? You know what I mean? And then maybe it wouldn't matter what Xi thought. Maybe the people would know that Donald Trump cared and loved about them, and they would stand up to their government. You know what I mean? They would tell their armies that they love them and that they could turn it all around and make a better China and a China for China. You know what I mean? A China with God. You know what I mean? A creative China. Hey, loving China, where we all lived like a whole world. Could you imagine a whole world where we lived in God? You know what I mean? We just all ran around and, acted in the truth. At least then we know who we were dealing with, eh? Hey, Captain Midnight, there's a lot of fucking fakers out here, bud. A lot of fakers. You know what I mean? You watch that Johnny Gobble guy, you want to love him. You really, your heart wants to extend, but you know that you've been brokenhearted so many times, and you know he's a fucking liar. But yeah, it's still deep down in your heart. But after so long, you know what I mean? Jay Potter, you just gotta say, this guy's fucking sick, mentally fucking ill, has no idea what the fuck is going on in reality. He's too busy making up his own fantasy. Apple's coming back to America. God to midnight. I don't know if you know this. I don't think Canada needs the US, nor do I think the US needs Canada. It's just kind of nice to get along and work together. You know what I mean? We are neighbors and we're supposed to, could you imagine the world if we all came together, worked in harmony and not in stupidity, acknowledged evil? You know what I mean? Gave a fuck. Like, I'm so tired of this Epstein shit. I've been fucking on this for fucking ever and ever and ever and ever. Your guys is fucking. How would you guys let these fucking morons just walk around the streets? Just fucking happy and as gay as could ever be. You know what I mean? Because they're rich. There's nothing you guys could do about it. And you have been so fucking brainwashed to fucking believe what they want you to believe. They don't have power over you, only if you let them. If we came together, there's more of us than there is of them. You know what I mean? And they're scared of us. They don't show it, but they are. They, you guys don't know what I'm talking about, do you? Judge, does judging people make you better than the person you're judging? I don't know. Who do you think I'm judging? Who am I judging? Or am I pointing out truth? Hey, is it better to face the truth than suffer because of your own stupidity, Jay Potter? Like, you got to tell me about, hey, just because your fifis are hurt, I got to tell you the truth. It's not because I want to hurt your fifis, but if they're hurt because I tell you the truth, hey, Pod, I don't know. You can't be with God. Y- It's impossible for you to be with God if you don't have an interest in the truth. That's what I believe. Your Bible tells you that, but you know what I mean? No truth, no God. So I don't know. I hear there's end times and shit like that. It's out of your Bible, right? I just I just think a lot of people aren't thinking right. They're thinking the way that, well, They want you to think. They want you to think you're small. They don't ever want you to be with God. They don't want you to know how important it is for you to know the truth. Like, do you not think we have the right to know whether or not the moon landing was a ruse? Do you not like, hey, do you think Buzz Aldrin should have punched that guy who clearly just asked, "Put your hand on the Bible, Bob." No, that was a trigger. Something triggered Buzz. So how can you believe something where somebody was willing to fucking get physical just because they were asked to prove it? Not simply just put your hand on the Bible. That you think that'd be a time to have some fun with somebody, but yeah. Well, maybe Buzz just had a bad day that day or something. The old wife had fucking pissed him off or something. You never know. That's always a possibility. Like, I don't know how other people don't see. I guess it's because Americans think they're better than Canadians. Well, it's clearly been shown to me that that's the way you guys think. So you think that you should be able to fucking financially cripple a country when there's no need for it is okay because we'll just become your 51st state. You will have conquered the country of Canada. Pretty fucking ridiculous, if you ask me. But hey, yeah, change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America just for a win. Use all your power you want, Trump. Fuck, you don't take her to God, sweetheart. Enjoy the motherfucking power you got now. Because you'll be dance, sucker, dance if you ain't working for him now. Maybe Trump is working for him now. You know what I mean? But if he's not, it'll be dance, sucker, dance. And what he's showing me is he's going to be dance, sucker, dance. And there ain't no amount of money that can get you out of that kind of fucking problems. Hey, Jay Potter, can you imagine being Trump thinking you're the most powerful fucking little shit turd that ever walked the face of the earth? The best of the best. You know how he tells you he does the best at everything. The best that's ever done. They say I'm the best president of all time. The best, 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 the best. Do you think his confidence works when he goes to God? I'm the best God. Yep, the best. No Don Don. Nobody. You are a bad, bad boy. You had such an opportunity to lead the American people to the promised land, to show all of the lands the promised land. And well, you decided to be a little fucking bitch. What his punishment's gonna be? Captain Midnight? I don't know, brother. I try to keep myself away from those kind of tragedies, you know what I mean? I do not. I repeat, if it gets worse than Earth, I don't want no fucking part of it. I swear to you, brother. I'm in it to win it for God, not myself, brother. Fuck, in fact, take me away, God. I'm fucking begging God. Fuck. Take me, take me, take me. Let someone else pick up all my stuff. Let them be the Mashiach. Hey, Captain Midnight, how would you feel if you were the Mashiach, eh? That'd be a fucking brain pain and a half, eh? How'd you go about trying to talk to people about that situation? Think she'd be a good fucking time for you, bud? People might call you a little wacky, but Is there anybody who would listen to you? That's the thing, though, you know what I mean? I just want someone to listen. Let me know where I'm wrong, you know what I mean? But I gotta have someone listen first. I'm good. Yeah, beautiful. Well, that's nice. You got yourself a gun. That's great knowing a meathead like you has a fucking gun. America, when you wake up, please go and check on Captain Midnight and make sure you want that individual having firearms. I don't think you should be able to have firearms until you're owning and operating your own brain there. But you know what you watch and what you listen to does have an impact on who you are, Captain Midnight. I got some stories that could show you that. You know what I mean? Oh, yes, the stories I could tell. Hey, Captain Midnight, you haven't answered me, bud. What would you do if you thought you were the Mashiach, eh? How would you go around ripping around since 1997? Wow. Well, America is not so smart, and it lets people with fucking mental fucking problems who shouldn't have firearms that are Captain Midnight, and they have firearms, bud. You know what I mean? Who'd stop you, eh? Is that how you're gonna be the Mashiach, bud? 2 fucking Glocks. Listen up, motherfuckers. Hey, is that how you're gonna break her down? I'm the Mashiach. How you gonna how you gonna how you gonna how you gonna handle the Christians, bud? How you gonna handle them? How you gonna let them know they're not following the right Jesus? You know what I mean? Jesus was a gangster. He wasn't a powder puff. You know what I mean? What are you gonna say to the Christians? And on top of that, bud, you might want to think about what you're gonna say to the Jews, eh, bud? What are you gonna say to the Jews? Like you gotta admit Christ is the way, right? How are you gonna explain to them? We gotta follow Jesus. But let's find out who he is. Let's fight together to find out who Jesus was. And Captain Midnight, you'd have to start off with knowing, well, his name wasn't Jesus, eh, bud? There's a lie right there, eh, buddy? Gulf of America. Oh, buddy, if you want to change names to make your guys' little egos feel better, all the power to you. You know what I mean? You do whatever you got to do. It's when you try fucking with the country, you know what I mean? And you just try busting them for no reason. You know what I mean? If you got a problem with the leadership, go after the leadership. You know what I mean? It's very weak and shaky right now, so I kind of understand what Trump's doing, but not very nice, buddy. The Mashiach thing. What are you gonna do, bud? What are you gonna tell the Muslims, bud? What do you say to the Muslims? Eh? Let's figure out what the truth is. Even your guys' book says Jesus was a prophet. Let's find out if he was the right one or not. Or should we follow the one that was marrying children? I don't know, dude. Are those rumors true? I don't know. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not following that dude. That's not love to me. You know what I mean? You know, listen, Captain Midnight. We all come from one source, eh, bud? Do you know that? We all come from one source. Or do you not believe that? You believe that this is going on because something didn't create it, it just created itself. And how do you think that creator would want you to live if he gave you the free will? Now, Captain Midnight, my beef is with God. I've got no beefs with God, bud. No, I've got beefs with the devil, buddy, not with God. God hasn't done anything to me on this earth. The devil's the one that's taught me all the lessons, bro. It's just God telling me I have the power to get through this. Hey, no beef with God. I've had my Job moments. You know what I mean? I lost everything, brother. Down it all, kicked. Hey, bud, if I told you the situation I was in right now, it'd fucking blow your mind. But no one ever wanted to talk to me. You know what I mean? Can you imagine being a grown man being afraid to leave your situation? Because if you did, the hospital's just a phone call away. You know what I mean? Yeah, the interesting part would be to see, well, what do I go in for this time? Would they use violence again? I think I'm the Mashiach. I just want the truth. Yeah. Put me away forever. I think Captain Midnight. I think I give this fucking maid program one last shot. Go to Rebel News and ask if they'll support me. To ask Justin Trudeau to before he fucking leaves, accomplish something. Get the maid program set up for the crazy people. Problem is, Captain Midnight, I don't think I'm crazy. And if I am, it's his fucking shitty ass system that made me crazy. You know what I mean? Can you imagine working for a place for like over 20 years and they don't want to give you an investigation? And you're like, I can't fix myself unless I know what happened. You know what I mean? And they refuse to let you know what happened. And then they say, hey, you come back when you get yourself fixed. I don't know what to fix because I don't. Anyways, look, and can you imagine if you would have had that? If you, I think if we would have had that, the investigation or talk or anything, I think it would have saved somebody's life. That's pretty bad, eh? Just avoided a conversation when it might have saved a life, but hey, who knows? But then again, dude, have you ever had anybody fucking run you off the road, make themselves look like the hero, and you the villain? You ever have that happen, Captain Midnight? That's not a good time, especially when your accident gets shown on the news. You know what I mean? You ever do the Dukes of Hazzard? Yeah, I did, but she's scary. It was. Oh, damn. I often ask myself, did I die in that accident? And I just fucking woke up in this fucking nightmare hell where I gotta fucking work my way up to heaven. After we die, it's still a process. Same characters I was dealing with in my real life, but now in my oh, hell is full of stupid people, I tell you. Fucking dumber than mud. But are they programmed to be that way? Do they have souls? Do the people? Hey, get to midnight. Are you real? Hey, are you real? What is real, eh? Are we in a simulation? And you are currently playing the role of Agent Smith. Hey, Captain Midnight. But in order for you to get out of the matrix, bud, you, Agent Smith, you have to find the Neo inside of you. You know what I mean? I did it, bud. I am a Smith. I took care of my Agent Smith. Found my little Neo and took my brain back from Agent Smith. And now my brain is owned and operated by me for God. So I can search the truth, eh, bud? Always got to be searching the truth. Always got to be. Jesus ain't just a one time, hey, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I said, I love you, Jesus. Oh, I'm saved in the name of Jesus. We strive to be bigger, better at all times, eh? And always trying to be a help, but not an enabler. No, enabling's not good. Enabling, not good. It causes chaos and mayhem, and it's fake love. Uh, let's be accepting of stupidity. Hey, I don't know. This fucking hell I woke up into. It actually has men playing in women's sports. It's the weirdest shit. And the things that parents will allow their children to make decisions on, wow, it blow your fucking mind. Hey, Captain Midnight, stuck in the Gatrix, eh? Well, that's what it feels like. Everybody's gay, Captain Midnight. In order to talk to Uncle Will, you gotta have the ladies' panties and fucking bra on. Hey, he should go check out B Millie. Hey, Uncle Will is into that shit, eh? I got him on video. Hey, Captain Midnight. Is B Millie gonna change his name to just Millie? Was that a process plan or what? It was to be Millie, and now that he's out, he can just be Millie. Hey, I ain't got the midnight things men will do for a piece of ass. Hey, oh, oh. Hey, after midnight. Why don't you start a podcast with Dagburn? I think you two would work really well together. You know what I mean? That's what I really do think. You two would make a dynamic duo. You know what I mean? You worship Chinese Jesus. Well, who's to say that Jesus wasn't Chinese? We don't know what color Jesus was. Do you two ever think about this stuff? Hey? Well, hey, but it wasn't that long ago. Russia was, well, throwing some paintings out there of a black Jesus. Hey? Timing seems really fucking odd, though. Hey, we'll just throw these out now so we can get the black community to think that Jesus was black. And I'm not saying Jesus wasn't black. Who knows? Who cares? It's the character I love, right? I don't even care about the name. I use the name Jesus. And that absolutely was not his name. But hmm. Where was I going with that? I can't even remember. It's so terrible. Hey, Captain Midnight, do you not want to take Jesus into your heart? Would you want to take Jesus into your heart if you found out I was the Mashiach and I've been sent by God to fucking tell you to smarten up? Would you smarten up then? Well, we don't know what color Jesus was. We really don't. We don't really. We don't know what color Adam and Eve were either, right? Do you believe the Adam and Eve story, or do you believe that there were many Adam and Eves of other different flavors? I don't know. I don't know. But, 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 Captain Midnight, using logic, I want your answer. What color do you think Adam and Eve would have been? Hey? And why would they have been that color? Come on, brother. Come on. What's your answer? Or anybody else who's watching. What's your answer? I'm not saying my answer is going to be right. I want to tell you how I came to it and logically kind of. But if Adam and Eve, if everything started from Adam and Eve, what color would they have been? Come on, Captain Midnight. Come on, buddy. You can. It's not a hard question, bud. You know what I mean? It's not hard, dude. It's a pretty easy question. What color do you think Adam and Eve were? Like, you don't have to be right or wrong, bud. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, I don't even. It's just hard to believe that it started with Adam and Eve. You bet white. So you think two white people made all these different colors when, in fact, in fact, two blacks. Did you know can make a white? They can. See, the black can make different colors. That's why I think black. But you think white? I'd love to know why you think white though. I'm just thinking on, evolving like the colors. You know what I mean? I would say we started out as black if that's the way it went down, but who knows? Maybe there were many different Adam and Eves, and there was 12 tribes of them or something. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there were 12 in Adam. Jesus was the perfection. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? One of those things you got to ask yourself, though. What was that? See, that's the thing without knowing the Bible real well. Saying I'm the Messiah. Hey, um, what was I thinking about in the Bible? Jesus, when he says, "Before Abraham, I am," right? Something like that. Do you think that maybe Jesus walked in different lives other than just the one that was Jesus? Do you think that's possible? I don't know. I just, because that's one of the ones where people start to say, hey, that's how we know Jesus was God. But Jesus said that there was a father on top of him, but he was him because he is the seed. So his seed was inside of him. Do you get what I'm saying? What I'm laying down, Captain Midnight? Like, let me know if you don't, because they just ignored simple instructions. Wow. I guess they did ignore simple instructions, but hey, what if they always could have turned back to God? You know what I mean? Just simply went back and said they were sorry, and who knows, who knows? Maybe it was meant to be. Who knows? Who knows? Is that evil serpent Satan to blame? You blame Satan, though? He says he's a liar right from the start, right? Like, you do know that about Satan. He's a liar. So if you fall for his tricks and tomfoolery, then you've only tricked yourself, right? You got no one to blame but yourself. The devil warned you, right? What I don't understand there. These preachers and shit. Gambling with their own souls, I think. I hope I'm wrong. I hope every one of them's with God, but hey, just like I say, hey, don't just believe that I'm the Mashiach. Ask me questions. Uh, that's something you shouldn't force on anybody. You should be able to answer questions. You know what I mean? And I got questions about these folks because they don't seem legit. And if they're not, they should just quit because you're playing a fucking stupid game, right? Could you imagine playing that game with God, Captain Midnight? I think you're a buffoon. Like you know that, right? These people are fucking. They know they're supposedly no God, dude, and they're just just the preacher down the road, dude. Not a good dude. No, he would not help a fucking brother who was looking to God and needing answers, and he wouldn't put himself out there to talk to somebody like that. In fact, he'd fucking try and remove the spot that you were praying in or talking to God or however you want to say it. Maybe you man straight to God. I don't know. Maybe that's where the disconnection is, but however you do it, praying, talking, meditating, however, right? How do you talk to God, Captain Midnight? Hey, how's your relationship with Jesus? You doing good? You doing good, hey, bud? Solid relationship? Nothing but the truth. Hey, Captain Midnight. But anyways, brother, you have left, and I'm talking to myself. Anyways, I'm going. Bye bye, everybody.